Hey guys, today I'm filming a throwback Thursday of my February favorites from 2017. If you guys have never seen one of these videos from me before, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically I am going to be re-reviewing all the products I featured in a favorites video 2 years back to let you know my current thoughts on those products, whether they are still favorites or if I have replaced them with something I prefer. My inspiration for this series is Kristen Game. I will have her channel and her playlist linked down below. I will also link down below the original favorites video, and I will list and link all the items that I mentioned. So just jumping right in, my first favorite was a foundation combination. I was using the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation, the shade Light 45, and I was mixing it with the Hard Candy Glamoflague mix in Pigment drops in the shade Fair 1. These are supposed to be a dupe for the Cover Effects custom cover drops. I have an entire video on this product testing this out with different foundations, so I will have that linked in the cards in case you want more information on this. So the reason that I was doing this combination is because I was trying to pan my Kat Von D foundation because it was older, and I enjoyed this combination so much that once I used up the foundation, I repurchased it. Now I kind of regret it. I got this in my proper shade, which is Light 43. Warm, but it's still a little weird on me. But this foundation is so thick it can be hard to work into the skin. It can look really heavy. So this product was great because it helped lighten the shade, and because this is such a thin product, it helped thin out the consistency of the Kat Von D without shearing out the coverage, which is really nice. I definitely enjoyed that combo. But I did just recently use up the Hard Candy, which I wouldn't repurchase. I don't think this is good on its own because it is good to lighten or deepen a foundation, but it does not give more coverage because it is so thin. And this foundation, again, I'm gonna use it up, but this is like brand new. I do not love this one. It gives the coverage that I'm looking for, but it just feels so heavy on the skin, and it isn't easy to blend out, so I don't think I'll repurchase this once I use this up. And since I've finished this one, I've decided that I am going to use the ColourPop No Filter foundation with this one to make a good combination. I've tried that out a few times and it does work well. The ColourPop also doesn't give a ton of coverage, but it does have a nice thin consistency, and the shade is a little light for me. So mixing those two I think will work really well. This is something that I'm gonna try to pan in 2020, I believe. We'll see. No, this is not still favorite. I don't recommend it, and this is also not still favorite, and I don't recommend it. Then I mentioned the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Heather Pop. I am wearing this blush today. I've worn down the flower detailing quite a bit as well. This is a beautiful blush. I do love the Clinique Cheek Pops. They are that baked gelée formula, so you do need more of a dense blush brush to really dig in the blush and pick up the product and put it on your cheeks. But I think it looks so beautiful. It doesn't look too matte, and it isn't glowy either. It just looks very natural on the skin. It's a beautiful shade. They have so many different shades to choose from. Unfortunately, they don't have a ton of shades for deep skin tones, but I believe that Fig Pop and Cola Pop would look very beautiful. But I love this shade. It is definitely still a favorite. And Clinique did just release a little cheek pop trio that had Ginger Pop blush, which I own as a single, and then a highlighter and a bronzer. Again, that combo is only going to be better for probably fair and light skin tones or light medium, and I would totally be all over it, except I already have the blush. But I do recommend these blushes in general, and I absolutely love that shade. Then I had a couple eye looks. I had one eye look from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I was using Vermeer on the lid, which is like the pinky shimmery shade, Buon Fresco as my transition color, Warm Taupe is my crease color, and Antique Bronze is my outer corner color. This look is not a favorite any longer. I do still absolutely love Vermeer and Buon Fresco. You can see I've hit pan on that one, but I do not like Warm Taupe and Antique Bronze. They're two of my least favorite shades in this palette. Not because anything is wrong with the formula, I just don't love the way that those shades look on my skin. And Antique Bronze is like a weird satin shade. It doesn't look like a shimmer, it doesn't look like a matte. So those two are not favorites, but Vermeer and Buon Fresco definitely are. You can get both of them, I believe, in singles now, which is awesome. I wish Anastasia would do that with a couple more shades in here, would sell them as singles, because once I use up Buon Fresco, I will definitely repurchase it as a single shade. It's a great transition color. I love the Anastasia eyeshadow formula. I think the shimmers in here are really amazing, and I haven't felt this kind of shimmery formula from Anastasia in her singles or in her other palettes. This one is just so good, and I do love her matte shadows. They do give quite a bit of kick up. I don't mind because they're easy to blend and they're very pigmented. Then I had some more Anastasia shadows that I was loving that were singles. So this is my Anastasia palette. I've got warm metallics on the top, warm mattes, and then like pinky tones and blue tones here. Anastasia just makes so many good neutrals, and I felt like I needed them all. I know. But the colors we're going to be talking about are these three right here. So that would be Pink Champagne, Macaroon, or Macaron, however you say it, and then Dusty Rose, which I've also hit pan on. This is a great crease color. This one is a little bit more pinky, more mauve tone, and Buon Fresco has a little bit more purple in it, so I really love those in combination. And I do love both of these as lid shades. I think her titanium finishes are really nice and foiled looking. They're very, very beautiful, and I enjoy the formula. So all three of those are definitely still favorites. I think they're very beautiful, good formulas, and I would definitely recommend them. Next, we've got even more Anastasia products. I think I used them all that month on purpose. I've got some of her liquid lipsticks. So I have the shade Dusty Rose, Soft Lilac, and Catnip. Soft Lilac and Catnip, you might be able to find those floating around TJ Maxx. I think all these colors are really beautiful. I do like the Anastasia formula, but I need to stop buying them. I think she has so many great colors, especially for more neutral wearable shades. This is a very pigmented opaque formula. It does set down completely to more of that like chalky powdery matte finish, and it can flake off, which I don't love. It doesn't wear the best. It can be a little bit drying, but it isn't as drying as I thought it might be. So I do like these. I'm happy to have them, but in general, I need to stop buying liquid lipsticks. So these are good, not amazing. I don't think everybody would think they're the most comfortable, but for completely like dry down liquid lipsticks, these are not bad at all. And like I said, I think she has some really good shades. And lastly, I have a couple nail polish favorites. The first is from CoverGirl. This is from their Outlast Stay Brilliant line, which I don't believe is available any longer. And this is the shade Always Naked, which is a dupe for Essie Saint Tropez. I love this polish. It's opaque in 2 coats, which is very impressive for a nude. And this does give me that really nice mannequin hand look, which I think is so pretty and like very fashion, very classic. And I like it because it makes my fingernails look longer and my fingers look longer, which I think is really pretty. So this is definitely still a favorite, and it is a bummer this is not still available, but maybe on eBay or Amazon. Then I have another polish that is not available anymore. This is from Formula X, which is a brand that was completely, I don't know if they like, no they did. Formula X was like a Sephora nail polish brand, so they did shut down, which is very sad. This is the color Impeccable. It's settled really weird, but this is a really pretty like warm blushy pink. It is so beautiful, also opaque in 2 to 3 coats, I think. A really pretty shade, definitely still a favorite. And then we have Kale Polish Zoey, which is a brand that is going out of business, which is so upsetting. I have a ton of polishes from Kathleen Lines, which is amazing. There's a couple more that I wanted, but there just hasn't been enough of a sale for me. And unfortunately, a couple of the shades that I really wanted are out of stock. But this is a beautiful shade. I wore this again. I like just had it on before this polish, and it's beautiful. There are a lot of polishes from Kathleen that are this like blushy mauve neutral, but this one is more purple than some of the other options. It's a very beautiful shade. I love the formula. It is opaque in 2 coats. Her polishes are a little on the thick side, but they have that nice wide brush. If this is still available on the website, I recommend it. I recommend going to purchase as many of the polishes as you can while they're still around. This is so sad to me. I hope at some point that Kathleen can bring back her brand because her formula and her colors were so awesome. But guys, that was my Throwback Thursday for February. I think they're like half of the products I still really enjoy, and then half that are like just okay, or I don't like it all anymore. So we've got a good mix here. I would love to know your thoughts if you've tried out any of these products in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.